All right, my dear friends. Well, let's see again here another topic. Here we have what did you do last weekend? Do you remember weekend? Saturday and Sunday? When you don't have English class, when you don't have class at university, when you don't work? What did you do last weekend? Did you go to the cinema, to the theater, to the movie, to a restaurant, to a party? So, what did you do? Here we're going to talk about two important topics. The first is years. When do we use years? And how do you say years? And how do we write years? 1980, 2005, 1905. So how do you say that? The next, past simple, but now with irregular verbs. So is this similar to regular verbs? Is it different? Do we modify some words here? So how is it? We're going to talk about this in this moment, right? All right. In this part, we're going to talk about years. In English, as well as in Spanish, we write in the same form, but we say it in different form. Now I'm going to teach you how do we say it in the appropriate way. All right? For example, the first one. Here we have 1900. But why 1900? Why do we get this number in English? It's very, very simple. Yes? Here we have the number 19. All right? Here we have the number 19. And here we have again the number 19. We have two digits, 1 and 9, 19. And we have here, let's see, two zeros. It's called 100. So, 1900. Yes? Ladies, I can mention other things. For example, this year. How do we say this year? 1600. Yes? Good. Let's see the other example. Here we are. 1900? No, it's not 1900. Here we have, good, correct, we have 19. But 1900? It's not 1900. It's 1901. 1901. You see? So I can say here, what is this number? 1701. Yes? Good. Very good. Or the other form. 1901. Here we have 1701. Yes? Good. Here we have other one. Separate in pairs. 1995. 1995. 1995. Here, let's see. 2000. So let's see. All together is 2000. 2000. But let's separate in pairs. This is, what number is it? 20. 20. 20 what? 20 100. 20 100. Ladies, 1900. Here we have 20 100. Or altogether 2000. Yes? Let's see the next example. This is altogether, we call it 2001. Or sorry, 2002. 2002 or 2002. Let's separate in pairs. This is number 20 or 20. And here we have 02. 02. Again, together we say 2002. In pairs we say 2002. All right? Here we have, together we say 2010 or 2010. In pairs, we get it 2010. 2010. As you can see, it's very simple to identify the years in English. For example, here we are. This year. In together form, we say 2016. In pairs, 2016. 2016. Yes, it's a little different, right? You write similar in Spanish, but you say in English a little different than in Spanish. All right? Good. Now, let's see the next one. When will we use this? We use it with simple past. With simple past, now with irregular verbs. Here, do you remember in the irregular verb we use dance, danced, work, worked, play, played? Yes? This irregular verb is a little different. So, as its name says, irregular, is different. So, irregular verbs are verbs that don't end with E. We don't use letter ED. Yes? For example, here we have the verb become. And the past is not becomed, no. We say became. Give, gave. Drive, drove. Forget, forgot. So we don't say become, becomed, give, gift, drift, drift, forget, forget it. We don't say like that. So we say become, became, give, gave, drive, drove, forget, forgot. Now let's see now in affirmative, in negative, and in question form. Let's see here, right? So more examples of this. Yes? And repeat in your house. Repeat please. Teach, taught, bring, brought, leave, left, hear, heard, buy, bought. Right? Let's see again. Teach, taught, bring, brought, leave, left, hear, heard, buy, bought. All right? So practice again in your house, please. Yes? Remember, they are not regular. They are irregular. It means that the form is different. Good. Here we have affirmative, negative, and question form. Here we have about computers, right? Her name is Cecilia, right? So, Celia bought a new computer last weekend. Here is the verb bought. Affirmative. Negative. Cecilia didn't buy a new computer last weekend. Didn't buy. Question form. Did Celia buy a new computer last weekend? You see? Don't forget, the stress is in the verb. Celia bought a new computer last weekend. Celia didn't buy a new computer last weekend. And here, try to raise your voice. Try to raise your voice for a question. Did Celia buy a new computer last weekend? Yes? Remember something. In English, we link the words. We connect the words. So we don't say, did Celia buy a new computer last weekend? We don't say like that. All together. Try to link. Try to put together. Did Celia buy a new computer last weekend? Celia bought a new computer last weekend. Celia didn't buy a new computer last weekend. Right? Let's try to practice this at home. Good. Now, please, I'd like you to practice this in your house, please. For this, I'm going to ask you one question. The question is this. What's the difference? What's the difference? What's the difference between regular and irregular verb? Well, my friends, I'd like you to check the next video in the next session. Thank you very much for your time.